Welcome to the Prop Market. I'm your host, the Prop King, and today is December 26th, 2024. And I'm super excited to announce yesterday on our first show with our best bet versus the number. We went ahead and cashed that in for you. So we're 1-0 on our best bets. And I have another great best bet for you today. So we can go 2-0 here on the Prop Market. Also, our prop plays went 2-1, so not so bad. But today I have five great player props for you. Super excited to get these out for you today. We're doing really well in the prop market. Of course, all the information is just for your use. You can keep what you like, leave what you don't. I know a lot of shows are giving out a lot of information, but this information, I've actually done a lot of research. Of course, I've used my own experience in basketball to help me make these picks as well. So I'm not just going off the numbers. I'm also looking at my own experience as evolved in basketball to make these picks as well. So with that being said, I want to show what else makes me different from a lot of the other shows out there. And it's simply that I keep record of my picks. So a lot of people, they'll just tell you how they did the day before, or maybe if they did well, they'll tell you how you did. But for me, I show you how I did every single day, keep a running total. So we're 6 and 18, 47%, 6 and 3 on our hammer plays. We hit our hammer play yesterday as Steph Curry went over. So that's 3 days in a row we've hit our hammer plays. We're at 67% for that. Best bets, like I said, 1-0. We're at 100%. So we're going to keep that going today as well. If you're enjoying this video, like I said, like and subscribe. We'll have more videos. Also, I'll have a college football video out for you in the next day. So go ahead and that in mind. 100% transparency is what I'm giving. A lot of people, like I said, will tell you how they did if they won, but I'm telling you how I do every single day. With that being said, I have my first pick player pop is going to be Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's actually going to be my hammer play for today. You see, he's got some lofty season averages. Is at 50. Last three games, he's at 50. I got him PRA projected at 51. There's a lot of reasons for this. The number one reason is no Dame Lillard today coming into this game, and he's hit this number out of 10 games versus the Nets. And the Nets are not a great defensive team. So I believe he's going to exploit this, coming off a little bit of a break, not playing on a Christmas Day, might give him a little bit more motivation. With that being said, I really like Giannis Antetokounmpo over 47.5 PRA. See, we're getting a discount from his season average and his last three games and our PRA projection. Next pick is DeAndre Ayton from the Blazers. DeAndre Ayton is a guy we picked on the show a couple shows ago, and he did not cash due to a blowout. But he did fail us. But I want to go back to the well with this guy. I love him in this spot. The Jazz, who are probably is the worst defensive rating team in the NBA as far as defensive ratings go. Aiden cashes this number in the last game if it's not a blowout, 3 point spread. So I think this game stays close. Utah, I don't see them having a way to stop DeAndre Ayton. His minutes are starting to come back. Confidence with the coaches are starting to come back. So as long as it's not a blowout, I like this over 25.5 PRA for DeAndre Ayton. Next guy is Miles Bridges. I was tugging with him or LaMelo Ball. I'm sorry, but I went with Miles Bridges just because his number is a little bit more doable. LaMelo Ball's a little higher than what I like. The Wizards are a bad defensive team. Let's be honest. They're a bad team in general. He had 27 PRA against them the last game, which he didn't shoot really well against. It wasn't a loss, so I expect him to, come out and try to play a lot harder for this win. Coming off a little bit of a break, it's going to be a super competitive game, even though both teams are losing a lot of games. I like this number for Miles Bridges. I like his rebounding ability. He's been averaging about 9 rebounds a game in the last few games. You see his season averages there. His last three games are 29. His PRA projection is 30 and they got him over 26.5. So we're getting a discount in all three levels, as you saw even in our last pick. So whenever you see that, you really want to go ahead and take advantage of those numbers. So I like Miles Bridges over 26.5 PRA. Next guy is DeMar DeRozan from the Kings. DeMar DeRozan has been struggling of late, 9 of 30 in his last three games. But he has hit this number versus the Pistons a lot in his career, 8 out of 10 times. And, let's be honest, he's playing against a team that's given up the most rebounds and most assists to small forwards. So this is going to be a bounce back game for DeMar DeRozan, in my opinion. I think it's his opportunity to kind of come back and play better because he's really been struggling in his last few games. But if you look at his season average and you look at his PRA projection, they're both over the number they have him set at. It's just his last three games have been a struggle at only at 15. But I think it's a bounce back spot for DeMar DeRozan, so I like his over 27.5 PRA. His next pick is Zach LaVine from the Bulls. Now, this guy's a guy who, in my opinion, has underachieved in his career, but he has a chance to kind of make good for us today. Coming off two bad shooting games, 5 for 13 and 4 for 11, I think this is a bounce back spot for him. He's also playing a Hawks team that allows a lot of points to guards. This will be a fast-paced game, up and down. The total is actually set at 243 points. We'll talk about that in a second. But, if it gets anywhere close to that, which I feel it will get in the 230s, I believe this number is going to be attainable for him. He's shooting a lot of threes. He's just not making them, but he has the ability to kind of explode. So if you look at his over, it's at over 30.5 PRA. That's what I like him at. It's about his season average. It's about his last three games, but we got him projected at 32. So I like this over 30.5 PRA for Zach LaVine in this high pace. Supposed to be a high scoring game for sure. And that brings me to my best bet. So my best bet today is the Bulls versus the Hawks. Now the thing about this game is the number is set extremely high, too high for me in my opinion. The Bulls and the Hawks together average 333 points season wise. So that's how much if you add both of their point totals together, you get 333. The Bulls have not hit this number they have in the last six games. The Hawks has been three games now. Last time these guys did play, they did go over this number. I do expect a little bit more defense in this game from both teams, although they do have a high pace type of game. It's going to be up and down, but I expect a little bit more defense coming out for this game. Maybe some rustiness for some guys. I do like the under 243.5. That's a super high number. And that's going to be my best bet. I just don't believe they get there. If you look at the numbers, it's a full 10 points less than what they have it projected at. And yes, they did cash the last time they played, but I don't think they get there. I like the under 243.5 for the Bulls versus Hawks. Very confident, not as confident as yesterday, but still extremely confident in this pick. I would go ahead and put one unit on it if I were you. Now for a quick recap, we got Giannis over 47.5 PRA. That's my hammer play. Ayton over 25.5 PRA. Bridges over 26.5 PRA. DeRozan over 27.5 PRA. And Levine over 30.5 PRA. I love all these five picks for you. If you enjoyed the video, of course, like it. Like I said, I have college football picks coming out for you tomorrow. I have NBA picks coming out for you almost on a daily basis. So, like I said, if you're enjoying this video, keep what you like, leave what you don't, subscribe, and let's cash.